430,000 years ago, someone carried a body into a cave. Not just once. Over and over again. The cave is called Sima de los Huesos, the Pit of Bones, in Atapuerca, Spain. At the bottom of a 13-meter vertical shaft, researchers led by Juan Luis Arzuaga found the remains of at least 28 individuals. No animal drags a body through a cave system and drops it down a shaft. The leading explanation is that someone did this on purpose. And this happened before Homo sapiens even existed. So who taught them to do that? Nobody did. That's the unsettling part. Fast forward 360,000 years. Northern Iraq, a cave called Shanidar. In the 1950s and 60s, archaeologist Ralph Seletsky uncovered Neanderthal skeletons arranged in shallow pits. Pollen clusters sat near one of the bodies. Seletsky thought it meant flowers. A funeral. Mourning. In 1999, researcher R. Leslie Sommer proposed a different explanation. Burrowing rodents called gerds, not mourners, may have carried the pollen in. The flowers might not be real. But the burial still is. Bodies placed in pits, on purpose, again and again, for thousands of years. Here's the bigger question. Did early humans understand death, or did they just react to it? Chimpanzees mourn. Researcher James Anderson at the University of Stirling documented chimps grooming a dying companion, falling silent after death, returning to the body for days. Mothers in Guinea have carried dead infants for weeks, the body mummifying in their arms. That looks like grief. It might even be grief. But is it the same as knowing you, too, will end? That gap, between reacting to a corpse and comprehending your own mortality, might be the most important gap in human history. Around 100,000 years ago, at Qafzeh Cave in Israel, someone buried a child with deer antlers placed across the chest and red ochre packed into the grave. Red ochre isn't food. It isn't shelter. It does nothing for survival. It only means something if the person placing it believed death meant something. Then in South Africa, deep inside Rising Star Cave, a chamber so narrow a person has to crawl through total darkness to reach it. Paleoanthropologist Lee Berger's team reported finding the remains of Homo naledi, a small-brained relative of ours, deposited there deliberately, again and again, as far back as 335,000 years ago. It's a claim still debated among scientists. A small brain. A dark, dangerous cave. And still, the dead may have been carried in. Why would a creature risk its life, in the dark, to do something that offers no food, no warmth, no safety? Maybe because somewhere in that darkness, our ancestors crossed a line no other animal has crossed. They didn't just notice that something had stopped moving. They started doing something about it. That single decision, to carry, to place, to mark, is still happening tonight, in every funeral home, every grave, every urn on every shelf. We like to think we discovered death the way we discovered fire, or the wheel. We didn't. We didn't discover it. We just never stopped doing something about it.